y'all, it's Laura and I'm back with a Scraplift Sunday layout, lifting this gorgeous layout from Ashley Neu. Now this was one that Miranda picked out. Miranda Weber and I do this series 2 weekends every single month where we pick a layout to scrap lift. I pick one, she picks one, and then we both scrap lift it. So this is my version of this layout. I thought this was really interesting to have the strips of paper. She did a rainbow effect, but I'm doing a boy layout. And she also looks to have punched the edges of all of her strips. But again, I'm doing a boy layout and I don't actually have any border punches anymore. So I decided to keep it very straight and linear and kind of simplify it a little bit, to be honest with you, because hers has a lot going on, and while I will fill all of my strips just like she did, it's definitely a more simple style, I think. I'm also using 3 photos where she was using 1. I think hers was maybe 4x4 square possibly, and these are 3x4 photos of my youngest son Joseph jumping over a creek to get through the other side of the park. And I just happened to catch really good shots of him running up to the creek, jumping over the creek, and then landing on the other side. And I was really, really excited to scrap these, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to do so. So I've got a red strip at the top and the bottom. I have, these are scraps, by the way. This is nearly the end of this kit from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And so I wanted to go ahead and see what I could make to use it up. I still have a lot of bits and pieces, but not a lot of paper. And so this was a great option for using up these long 12-inch paper strips. And I did have to kind of shimmy them up a little bit to make them all fit onto the page, but I think it works quite nicely, and it's a pretty quick and easy way to fill your background. If you have a lot of these 12-inch strips, you could even do this with the branding strips. If you hold on to those, that would be great for this. You just have more stripes, obviously, but I think this is a really easy way to get a lot of bang for your buck in the background. So now that I'm going to go ahead and mat all of these photos with black, I really want the photos to pop on the layout. And quite often I use what I call color avoidance. So in this case, it's the color black. The only place on the layout that the color black really appears is behind my photos. And what this does is it helps to draw attention to that one place on the layout where that color exists. And so I'm going to go ahead and back my photos there. That's going to make them pop up off the page, and it does create a little bit of a look of shadowing behind it, which is a little trick as well to draw attention to those photos. So now I'm going to go through the ephemera that I have and the stickers, and just going to try to pull in any colors that sort of work. They don't have to be perfect. They can be different shades of red, different shades of blue, different shades of green, but I'm going to try to make them work to fill in those spaces in the color coordinated way that Ashley did, because I thought that was a really cool idea, and I don't do that very often. And one of the nice things about doing the sort of color coordinated monochromatic look on each stripe is that you can bring in icons that don't necessarily go with your overall theme. So in this case, he's outside, he's at the park, he's leaping over the creek. That has nothing to do with stop signs and guitars, but this allows me to kind of blend them into the background so that they're a little bit easier to use and they don't get wasted, because the chances that I'm going to need a guitar or a stop sign for a layout is pretty slim, to be honest. So this is a great way to use those totally random pieces of ephemera. And I'm bringing in some stars that I have fussy cut as well, again going for this red sort of theme on those stripes, and different shades of red. Some of them lean a little orange, but that's okay. I think they blend in pretty well. If you see me reaching up quite a lot, I have recently discovered TikTok, and I get lost in some of the most interesting groups on TikTok, specifically Harry Potter cosplay, which I love watching. It's like little stories, short little stories, which for someone with ADHD is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then there's some crafters on there, and I'm having a great time watching it. It's just really quick, short videos, and for my short attention span, it's so much fun. So if you're seeing me, I'm just swiping. up to the next video because it replays until you swipe up. But hopefully that doesn't bother you. So I'm going to spread a lot of these stars around to fill in space. There's a big variety of the stars and the patterns on the stars. These were fussy cut from a Vicki Boutin Let's Wander paper that came in my kit. And I'm just going to add them, again, along those color schemes for each of these stripes. Now I know this looks a little wild at the moment and a little disjointed, but I promise it does come together as I add in more and more layers of embellishment and just a few little detail pieces here and there as well. I'm pulling in a big variety of sizes of stars, so little ones and larger ones, stars that are kind of like a creamy off-white with red dots go on the red line as well as the overall red ones do. This creates a nice look of contrast, bright and dark on the page, which I think just makes it look a little bit more interesting. I did rely pretty heavily on these stars for embellishment, mostly because I had them already fussy cut out and I wanted to get them used, but also because these colors, other than the red, these colors don't really match a lot of the embellishment from the Simple Stories part of my kit very well. And so I'm kind of having to be a bit creative to see what I can make work on some of these lines. And I didn't think about that when I glued those color strips down, but perhaps you will think of that on your layout, like that bright green in particular. That paper was actually from a Cocoa Vanilla collection, and so it wasn't involved with any of these other collections, with the Vicki Boutin or with the Simple Stories, and I didn't have a lot of that bright green in my kit, and so that one was a bit tricky. So the stars got relied on pretty heavily there and on that white and light blue strip as well. But here I at least was able to pull in some word phrases from the Simple Stories sticker sheet. I've used a lot of this, and so I ended up cutting it down to just the word phrases and this border at the bottom, and the rest I just kind of put onto a piece of cardstock and fussy cut, because then I can use them as ephemera, which gives me the freedom to move them around and try them out in different areas on my layout. Now, I have a lot of words on this layout, so I decided not to add any journaling. We know where this is. I may add some journaling onto the back of the page, but I didn't really leave a spot for it, and I'm not sure that Ashley did either. Not everybody puts journaling on their page, and that's completely okay. I normally do, so I probably will flip it over and at least write down where we were and what we were doing. And for the most part, we were just killing time before my twins got out of preschool, because at this point in time, this was in 2018, and they had half-day school. And so we would go play at the park and get some lunch and just relax, because he's homeschooled and has been for a long time. And we would go enjoy ourselves for a couple of hours, and then we go pick up the girls. And so this was a very memorable time for me that we really got to explore. We got to be outside. We got to get out of the house, which was amazing. And now that we're stuck in the house, it's something that I'm really glad we get to do back then, and hopefully we'll get to do again in the near future. Now, something I'd want to point out on this layout is the fact that I am layering embellishments on top of each other. So I have some word phrases that I'm putting on top of some of the stars. I'm going to be adding smaller stars on top of some of the larger stars, and I will choose the opposite of whatever that choice is. So I have the large blue solid star. I will put a small off-white blue polka dotted star on top of it. So kind of playing with that contrast of light and dark. And by layering embellishments, it adds a lot of detail to the layout that can make a huge difference. So because these are fussy cut stars, they're not expensive to add onto my layout. I do try to be fairly frugal when I scrap and stretch kits and collections as far as I can. And fussy cutting is a way that I can do that. And so if you want some tips and tricks on fussy cutting. I know fussy cutting is not everybody's favorite thing to do. Personally, I love it. I find it very relaxing to do in front of the television, but I understand that for some that seems really tricky, and so I will link above in the card how to get to my fussy cutting tutorial if you would like some tips and tricks that makes a little bit easier on your hands if you have trouble on your hand with your hands, and also if you just get bored easily, as it gives you some ideas to kind of mix it up and maybe do small batches of things. So now that I've gotten to the scattering and splattering, the detail bits, if you will, I'm not going to use any gold ink on this one just because I didn't think it needed it. There's already a lot of little details going on. I am adding some outlining on all of the stripes, top and bottom, as well as some Nuvo, and I dotted that around next to some of the stars and in between some of the embellishments. There's just a little touch of something different and a little bit of gold, which is always good to bring in. I think that's a great neutral. Yes, gold is a neutral in my world, and I use it on almost every layout, but this one is just about done. I do hope you will go check out Miranda Weber's layout as well. I will have her linked in the description box below so you can see her take on this fantastic design. But that's it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, bye!